Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Rich Smiles. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to manifest correctly. Now, a lot of you out there wish I was one of them people before. Think manifesting is all about like candles and aligning your chakras and, taking Himalayan baths with your crystals, things of that nature. It's not quite it. I mean, that's a little bit of it, but it's a lot more that you have to do with it, right? So it's not like rearranging your altar. It's more like rewiring and rearranging your mindset, So let's start with that, right? Let's start with like how, like the universe, a lot of people say the universe is going to bring me this, the universe is going to bring me that. I'll tell you this much. The universe is not going to deliver you overnight success. The universe is not Amazon Prime. It's not going to pull up at your door and just give you overnight success because you was in the mirror and said, I am abundant, I am abundant, I am abundant, like 30,000 times. It doesn't work like that. I was fooled and tricked before like that. I thought that's how it works, but that's not how it works. You definitely have to put it has to be some, I mean, that's a small stepping stone. That's the first stepping stone because you do have to visualize. You feel me? You do want to visualize and things of that nature. And you do want to affirm. You do want to, affirm your future. So that is a small step, but the biggest step is more like taking action, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over some principles that actually help me manifest like my car, my house. I live in a townhouse, a 2-bedroom townhouse apartment. I'm working a job where I'm not like literally breaking my back anymore, working in the factory or things of that nature. Now I make my own hours. I go to work whenever I feel like it. I make at least $200 a day easily, sometimes $300. We're going to go over the different principles and we're going to show you how to manifest correctly. The correct way of manifesting. Using Napoleon Hill's, see, I have Napoleon Hill's success principles right here. And I also have a book right here, The Richest Man in Babylon. I have both of those books. The Richest Man in Babylon is literally downstairs. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich is right here. I also have it right here also. This is my original copy that I bought. But we're going to go over some principles. We're not going to go word for word, verbatim from in a book, but I'm going to give you everything that I got from that book, right? So, number one, I would like to say it's like for everybody. This is just I just want to give this out there right now, right? So, what I did learn from not only that book, but I would like to say I learned from like The Richest Man in Babylon. I also learned from Jim Rohn's lectures and books, and I also learned from there's a guy called James Allen. He wrote a book called As a Man Thinketh. Also was very impactful in my life. But I would like to tell you guys to take advantage of opportunity, right? So you want to take advantage of opportunity and you want to take advantage of education. And I don't mean like regular school curriculum education. I mean like just basically educating yourself, right? You also want to take notes anytime you hear something good. Anytime you hear something that's inspiring, good, you feel like it's of value, take notes. You know why? Because ideas can be life-changing. So you might get an idea, and a lot of people just neglect their ideas. So you have an idea, write that idea down. Ideas can be life-changing, right? So number one, as far as Napoleon Hill goes, right? He says you want to start with definiteness of purpose. So basically you want to have a purpose, right? So with having that purpose, I always say, in order for you to have a purpose, something has to inspire you, right? To develop that purpose. So first ask yourself, what inspires you, right? So for me, I would say like my family, my environment, I would say retiring. I would also say traveling. So those 4 things right there. I would like to put my family in better places. I would like to put my family in a better position. Also, I would like to, not saying I'm in a bad environment, but I would like to live a little bit more opulent. You feel me? I would like to live in maybe a gated community one day, things of that nature. You feel me? I would love to retire, wouldn't have to work because I do have to get up in the AM, go outside, work a few hours, come back home, things of that nature. And I would definitely like to travel. So I would love to do all four of those things, right? So that inspires me to get in front of this camera and talk to you guys and try to inspire you guys, right? That inspires me to go on my streaming site. I actually stream on a site called Favorite It. That inspires me to go to work every day. That inspires me to read these books and like try to get better, try to become more valuable, you know, things of that nature, right? So you want to draw from some kind of inspiration. What inspires you? What inspires you to make you want to be better, do better, and just all around just be a better person, right? So that's number one. I would say, so definitely the purpose. You can say inspiration. So what inspires you, right? So after you have your inspiration, what inspires you, then you want to start setting goals. You want to learn how to become a good goal setter, you know, like, so setting goals, you know, it gives you direction, you know, it gives you motivation, it gives you that word that we were talking about, purpose, you feel me? So when you have goals aligned, you're motivated through your goals because once you're getting them done and you're seeing progress, it motivates you. And your purpose, it's just going to give you, it's going to give you direction and it's going to give you purpose, right? So basically, like when you start achieving goals, when you start setting goals and achieving them, basically it leads to like personal development. It leads to accomplishment. It makes you feel more accomplishment. It gives you confidence. Excuse me, guys. I just knocked over my drink. It gives you more confidence. You know, things of that nature, right? So you want to draw from inspiration. You want to start setting goals, and then the third thing you want to do is you want to plan, right? So just to give you a quick little, what would you call it, philosophy, Jim Rohn, he always says this, he says, with plan, right? They said, those who fail a plan are planning to fail. So even when you leave your door, every day when you leave your house, you want to have a plan for how your day is going to be, how you're going to project your day. You know what I mean? How's your day going to be preceded? How you going to proceed your day? So you basically want to have a plan all the time. You feel me? You want to have an agenda or something like that, right? So a plan basically is like a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something, right? So the key word in there is detailed. So with your plan has to be super detailed. It got to be like down to the T, like how am I going to do this, right? So there's like three different forms of a plan, right? You have a strategic plan, right? That's the mapping it out, right? And then you have the operational plan. That's basically like how to, like how I'm going to do this plan, how I'm going to execute this plan. And then you got the tactical plan, which is execution, how you're going to execute the plan, right? So when you planning, make sure you think about the key factors in your plan, right? Strategic, like strategizing, you feel me? Operational, how you're going to operate your plan. And then tactical, how you're going to execute this plan, right? Execute the plan, right? So then we got, I would say number 4, if you want to say 4, philosophy, right? So I say philosophy is basically like the major determining factor in your life and how your life is shaped and how your life plays out, right? So with philosophy, basically philosophy is the study of ethics, morals, principles, logic, and valid reasoning, right? So what we want to deal with basically is like, morals, ethics, and principles, right? So what is your morals? Like, what is it like that? What is it that, what philosophy that you have that makes you keep going every day, right? So like a philosophy for me would be like every day I'm getting better and better. Every day I'm getting greater and greater. Another philosophy there is like that I like is like, don't be a leaf, right? Don't be a leaf at the mercy of the wind. So meaning like, don't just let life blow you from east to west. Don't let life just blow you from happy to sadness. Don't let life blow you from motivated to unmotivated. You know what I mean? Don't let life just ring you around, basically, right? So, and then there's another one. We're gonna go to Jim Rohn again. Like, he has a philosophy, like, right? Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job, right? Working hard on your job, you can make a living. But working hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. So that's his philosophy. That don't mean go out there and quit your job now. That don't mean just don't go out there and get a job. If you need a job, some people need a job so they can develop discipline, so they could, a lot of people don't have discipline in their life. Which leads us to the next one. Discipline, right? So, discipline. A few simple disciplines practice every day can get you so far ahead of like the 99% of people at your job or in your everyday life, things of that nature, right? So like reading books, right? Reading books, reading books can make you more powerful, can make you more smart, can make you more cultured, can make you more like knowledgeable, can make you more influential, things of that nature. So you want to study, study things of health, study wealth, study whatever it is that you're going after, right? Whatever it is that you're going after. So Napoleon Hill has a thing called specialized knowledge. So whatever field that you're going into, you want to basically know everything about it. You want to become an expert. That's where it becomes specialized knowledge. So you want to get the knowledge of everything it is that encompasses the subject that you want to embark upon. You know what I mean? So that's just my little rules right there. These are my little principles, I would say, right there. I don't want to exactly take Napoleon Hill, because it's already out there. A lot of people is up, but I did what works for me, right? So inspiration, right? You want to draw from inspiration, right? You want to set goals. You want to become good at goal setting, right? You want to plan, right? So when you make them goals, obviously you have to plan to achieve those goals. So you have to plan, make sure you have a detailed plan, make sure you strategize it, make sure you operate in it the correct way, and then, you execute it, right? Your philosophy, make sure you have a philosophy, like, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. I tell myself that every morning. Now, like I said, I don't, it's just in the mirror just saying, I'm abundant, I am abundant, I'm abundant. But I do in the mirror when I get out the shower, I tell myself every day and every way I'm getting better and better. And I make sure every day and every way I try to get better and better. Or every day and every way I get greater and greater, So you want to do things of that nature. You want to make sure you discipline. Like, discipline leads to other disciplines. So I've been working out. I work out every day, just about every day. Working out led me to eating a little better. So every day also, when I work out, right before I work out, I make like a health is wealth smoothie or something like that, right? I call it a health is wealth smoothie. And it'll be like a brain cognitive / fat burning / immune boosting / protein. Like, it'll be something of that nature, basically, right? And I make sure all of the ingredients in there is something that is going to be of substance to the body, that's going to be substance to the brain, that's going to help me, and it's going to be healthy, and it's not just a bunch of sugar and bananas and stuff like that just in it or whatever, you feel me? And I don't put any sugar in my stuff anyway. But that led me to from working out to eating more healthy, from eating healthy to reading a little bit more, from reading a little bit more to drinking more water. So all these different disciplines, they kind of compound each other, and then you start building upon the next one and start building upon the next one, start building upon the next one. To where now I feel like I've been off of YouTube for so many years, but now it's to the point where like me doing these little disciplines and me saying, I've been saying I wanted to get on YouTube for a long time. Oh, I want to get back on YouTube. I want to start making videos. I want to start making videos. I want to start making videos. And it's just the small compounding effects. That's what I'm trying to say. The small compounding effects led me here to talking to you guys again. Like, and now I'm literally with my camera in front of your face and talking to you guys on like personal development and, you know, developing ourselves every day. But yeah, those are like just 5 quick principles. If you want to 5 quick principles. Napoleon Hill definitely helped me a lot. Napoleon Hill, I call my forefathers. I call them the forefathers of personal development, right? And I give it to Napoleon Hill, number 1, and then I give it to Jim Rohn, number 2, and then I give it to Earl Nightingale, number 3, and then I give it to James Allen, number 4. Now, all of these guys predates us. Like, they precede us 60, 70 years. Like, all of these guys was born in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, things of that nature. And really, I think more like 20s, 30s, and 40s, things of that nature. But yeah, I like these guys. I call them the forefathers of personal development because everybody else is after. And there's a lot of good ones after also. But those guys really changed my life. I really was in like a place where I wasn't in my own place. I didn't have my own place. I didn't have my own car. Taking buses and trains in New York, crowded city, all pushy and I didn't want that anymore. So I sat in a room and I just literally read and just went over videos and just listened, became a student of life. And then later on, you know, as the years went on, I started applying the principles that I learned. And like as far as like going the extra mile, Napoleon Hill speak about going the extra mile. Going the extra mile definitely got me this apartment because I was working a job. And I literally worked a job where it was $12 an hour. And it started at $12 an hour. That was the only job I could take because it was around the neighborhood and I didn't have no car at the time. So I literally took a job at $12 an hour. And within a year and a half, I was at $18 an hour. Surpassed everybody in the building, literally, except for the supervisor. This is how it goes. It's owner, manager, supervisor. And it was a family-owned business. And I literally became a lead. I became a mechanical lead or something like that, machine lead. I worked in machine or whatever, but I became a lead in there, and I was making $18. And everybody used to call me teacher's pet, things of that nature, but I was going the extra mile. Anytime I was done with my job, I went over to the next section. I asked if they needed help. I helped out. I literally was in every sector of the building. I learned everything about the business. And I was getting raises every 3 months. There was people that was working there for 3 years, 4 years, and it was still at $13, $14, $15. I surpassed them within a year and a half. But yeah, going the extra mile. There's a lot of principles that we can speak about, but I just wanted to give you the 5 that I want you guys to start with that, right? So then it's actually more than 5 because I told you guys to remember to take advantage, right? Take advantage of opportunity. Take advantage of education. Whenever you hear something that, you know, rings a bell in your head, make sure you write in notes. Write them things down. Like, write it down. Like, you feel me? Write it down. Ideas could be life-changing. One idea could change your whole life if you implement it the correct way, right? So you want to draw from inspiration. After you draw from inspiration, whatever inspires you, your family, your environment, you might want to retire, you want to travel, things of that nature. You have to create some goals. You have to be good at goal setting, start creating goals. Goals are going to give you direction. It's going to give you motivation. It's going to give you purpose, things of that nature. It's going to help you grow. Definitely when you get them accomplished, it's going to give you confidence, things of that nature, right? 3, you want to plan. Make sure you're planning. Make sure your plans is very detailed. And make sure that you're executing. Make sure that you're strategizing. Make sure that you operating them the correct way, right? Your plans, you want to get them done the right way, right? Efficiently. Philosophy. philosophy. Another philosophy is half glass empty, half glass full. You don't want to be a wet blanket. You don't want to be the half glass, half full. Half empty guys. You don't want to be the half empty guys. You want to always be optimistic. Always, just always be optimistic. Always show enthusiasm. Sometimes you have to curb your enthusiasm around certain people, but always be enthusiastic. Things of that nature. Positive. Glass half full. That's what you want to look at it as. You feel me? Always be optimistic, right? And develop some philosophies. If you have to study some philosophies and take them on into your life, do that, right? And discipline. Make sure you discipline yourself. You might have to wake up earlier. You might have to cut out some things in your life. You might have to cut out the drinking. You might have to cut out going to the bar. You might have to cut out the smoking. You might have to cut out a few friends. You have to discipline yourself because it's hard to do these things. So you have to discipline yourself and make sure every single day you're getting it done. Make sure every day you're getting it done. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, make sure every day you're getting it done. Don't miss twice. Don't miss two. You feel me? Because they say it's easier to dig yourself out of a small hole than it is digging yourself out of a deep ditch. So, the more you miss something, the more you're not in tune with whatever it is. You might miss a day. That's cool. You can get back to it the next day. You miss 2 days, it's going to be a little harder. You miss 3 days, I think you can forget about it. You miss 4 days, just all around, you're not even going to be in tune with whatever it is that you was doing anymore because you just missed 4 days straight. So, discipline yourself. Make sure you're showing up every day. You understand? You show up every day. And we're going to get to some more. This was like a freestyle. Just freestyled on y'all real quick. This is a freestyle. I really just want to get some content out to you guys. And I want it to be of value also. So we're going to, I'm going to start writing. I'm going to start making scripts for myself. I'm going to start making scripts. I actually do that on a regular. I'm not going to lie, guys. Look, I do a little streaming, right? And I do a little personal development on my stream. And these are like... I have some scripts. So like I do like scripts. I actually have a lot of stuff written down, front and back, like front and back. I actually do this on my stream, and I go through personal development principles with my students. I call them my students. And yeah, we have a lot. I have more downstairs also. Have more downstairs. But I take it serious because they say, like, if you have any knowledge, you're supposed to pass it on to the next people. You don't never know how valuable it can be to the next person. And, it get them out of a run, it get them out of a situation that they're in or something like that. Because I've been there and I'm not there anymore. And I feel like, with the information that I absorbed and learned, that I could pull some other people up with me. So that's what we all about. We all about picking each other up, helping each other as people, and things of that nature, right? So I will say this. We are going to be back tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, the following day, but I will be uploading at least 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Right now, I'm having trouble with my my YouTube banner, trying to change my YouTube banner. I already have a new YouTube banner, but it keeps saying it's failing, like it failed to update. It says failed to update and something else, something to that degree. But I am going to switch the YouTube name. We're going to switch the channel. And if you guys can help me out, if you guys have any pointers, definitely get in that comment section. Let me know. Let me know how you feel about the new change of the channel. Let me know if you're rocking with the personal development. Let me know if you know how to help me fix my YouTube banner for sure. And just definitely converse. We're gonna get a community going. Y'all definitely gonna I'm gonna definitely appreciate y'all conversing and talking with each other and things of that nature. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's already I ain't gonna lie. It's already 12. It's 12. It's about to be 12 a.m. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. This is Rich Smile signing out. Peace.